From Otter, it is Jessica Andrews, who is the communications director from Otter. Welcome, Jessica. Jessica, are you there? Okay, Jessica, are you there?
Yes.
There we go.
I can hear you now.
There we go. I thought you were there. Okay. So Jessica, congratulations. You are the director, communications director of Otter. And I can't wait to hear all about what's going on. This sounds like something that we so desperately need in the Santa Clarita area. First of all, Jessica, tell me, what is Otter?
Yeah, absolutely, Tori. So Otter is a new and different way to think about childcare. Basically, we match families who need childcare with stay-at-home parents who can then get paid to take care of other kids in their community, while also still getting to take care of their own kids, so their kids can stay with them while they're, essentially working. So we provide care that families who, with parents who are working outside of the home, care they so desperately need on, care they can rely on. But we're also helping these stay-at-home parents who can then, make money, get paid for the care work that they're already doing. We feel really strongly at Otter that care work is real work. So basically what we do is parents who either want to be a caregiver or who are looking for care can sign up on Otter, and they, fill out some information about their parenting styles, home safety, COVID behaviors, their schedule, what they need, and we work then to match families. We can schedule the intro call, and then if both families, want to go ahead with the care relationship, they can both opt in and start, having this great community-based option for childcare.
There are so many questions I have for you. Like, who thought of this? Because it seems like such a great idea that why didn't we think of this like so long ago? So how did this come about?
Absolutely. Yeah. So our CEO and founder, Helen Mayer, she started Otter in 2020. Really, I think first came up with the idea March 2020 pandemic times. She was struggling to find affordable, reliable, safe childcare. She kind of became a stay-at-home parent by default alongside really, 3 million other women. We've heard so much about the Great Resignation and, everything that was impacted by the pandemic. So she had actually lost her job early in the pandemic. A few weeks later, she was offered a job that she was really excited about, but had to turn it down because she just couldn't find safe, reliable, and affordable childcare, and her family couldn't make things work with two parents working outside the home without childcare. And she quickly realized that she wasn't alone. Her story is very familiar to a lot of other Americans, both, I think it was exacerbated by the pandemic, but still to this day, I think 50% of all Americans live in communities that are called childcare deserts. So that means that there are 3 children in need of care for every one available daycare spot. So she kind of started digging into this and realized, did a lot of research on childcare, realized the U.S. had not invested in childcare since World War II. And she was really frustrated and started just talking to other parents. She did a big survey and I think had more than 2,000 people respond. And she realized this was a thing. People were frustrated. So in August of 2020, she started matching families in need of childcare with stay-at-home parents who could then get paid for taking care of their neighbors' kids. She started it in New York and Chicago. And so that was kind of the basis for what then became Otter. She realized that this was a model that might potentially work all over the country, this matching stay-at-home parents with parents who needed childcare, and really thought this could be transformative. So here we are today.
Here we are today in Santa Clarita. Boy.
Yeah.
I mean, ding, 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 ding. Such a great community. Even your dog thinks so.
Sorry about that. He's excited about Otter.
He gets excited. Just a couple of things, a couple of buzzwords that I heard when you were talking. Matching family styles like discipline or COVID practices. It's so important because you don't necessarily get that when you take your child to daycare. Daycare is so limited right now. And daycare, another thing about daycare, it's very pricey. And you don't necessarily get those personalized things that you need. Like you were just saying, maybe you have a different take on COVID. Maybe you have a different take on parenting. And you guys match the kids up with the right people, which is so great because when I had a younger child, and I had to deal with daycare, that was one of the things I was concerned about because they're so, kids soak up like a sponge. They soak up everything. And I was afraid they'd soak up some stuff that I didn't want them to soak up. You know what I mean? Like different disciplines, or, maybe I would discipline differently. And I was very concerned about that. So the fact that you guys do like the questionnaire and you vet and you make sure everybody's on the same page is huge. It's absolutely huge. I don't want to just go over that real lightly because it is huge. So that I thank you for right off the bat. What is Otter? Like, why Otter? The name Otter.
An otter is a family of otters, or a group of otters is called a family. So that's kind of where the name came from.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
It's so creative.
It is creative.
It is.
Otters are just pretty cute. So.
They're adorable, right? But I love that it has meaning behind it. Family.
Absolutely.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Driving around right now, there might be some moms going, "Oh, I am so in. I am so in." Either on, watching kids. I know when I was a young mother, there were many times when another young mother on my street would go, "I just have to go to the dentist. Can you watch Joey?" Because she knew that I had a little girl the same age, right? So that happens so often. So I know there's a need for this. How do we go about, either being a caretaker or looking for help for ourselves? How do we do this?
Absolutely. And the way you mentioned it really is, the situation you just mentioned, it is about community. That's what we kind of love about it. Even if you don't know the person we match you with, which, you might not, we're hoping that they live within a mile or two of you. Maybe your kids will go to the same schools one day. Maybe you have friends in common. There's a little bit of an inherent trust built in that community. So for people who do, want to sign up, either who need care or who think, "Oh, this could be great. I stay home with my kids. I'd love to be a caregiver." All you do is go to our website, which is withotter.com. So WITH, otter.com. And it's pretty intuitive. You can just click through whether you can sign up saying I need care or I want to provide care. And then you just kind of flow through a process where, you fill out all the information we talked about. So those parenting surveys, your schedule, what you're looking for, all that good information. And then generally within a few days, we'll reach out. Hopefully, within a week or so, we'll match you with another family. It doesn't, happen automatically. We will say that. That's kind of, I think, one of the side effects of we really try to make sure we're matching you with the right person. We're doing it, it's a pretty white glove service. We're generally doing it. We have some systems that help us, but we're doing it pretty manually. We're checking all of our matches, making sure that this is the right match. And but it takes a little bit longer than maybe care.com, but we like to think you'll get a better outcome.
Well, see, that's the whole point, though, Jessica. Honestly, it's, if you are not like in a dire situation, like, like right now here, we're in summer. So we might need help very quickly because you still have to go to, I still have to go to work, even though schools are out, right? So
right.
Yeah, so you might have a need right now. So don't wait until like the day before,
Absolutely.
have like a little bit of a run up time and make sure everybody, because I would love to know if a parent is, you vet them and make sure everything is safe and you make sure that they're on the same page and it's just a peace of mind. So I don't care that I need to get that in like, lickety split time. I want it done right, not necessarily fast. So give yourself a little run up time. If starting next week, when the kids come back from summer camp, they've been away for a week, but they're going to be home and we need some help. Start now.
Exactly.
Look into it.
Yeah. And to your point, we do background checks. So that's an important thing to mention too. As soon as, we match you with someone, we'll make sure that they're background checked before any care takes place.
So initially we go to withotter.com, WITH,
yes.
otter.com, withotter.com. Then once you've done all the stuff online, do you guys have an app that you work from? Is that how it works?
You can do it all continuing online, so you can do it on your phone or on your computer, but it is it's an online platform right
Excellent.
now.
Jessica, thank you so much for calling in and letting us know about a service that is very much needed in the Santa Clarita area. I only wish you were around 20 years ago. Okay? That's all I'm saying. Jessica, thank you so much. It is withotter.com. The name of the company is Otter. If you are in need or you can be a caregiver, check it out. Thanks, Jessica. Have a great 4th of July weekend.
Thanks, Tori. You too.